Hello everyone, let's talk about another easy problem on Leetcode today, lucky numbers in a matrix, Leetcode 1380. In this problem, we are given an m into n matrix containing distinct numbers. We have to return all lucky numbers in the matrix in any order. A lucky number is an element of the matrix such that it is minimum element in its row and maximum in its column. Then they have given some examples as well. In example 1, we can see that this is how the matrix looks, and we can see that 15 is the only lucky number because if we look, the row minimums are 3, 9, and 15, and column maximums are 15, 16, and 17. So only 15 is the element which is the lucky number because it is minimum in its row and maximum in its column. Now let's see how we can actually solve this problem. So the idea is that we can create two arrays. Let's call them row minimum and column maximum. So row minimum will contain the minimum elements in different rows, and column maximum will contain maximum value in different columns. In the first pass, we will go through the matrix and update the row minimum and column maximum based on it. We will see how. And in the second pass, we will just compare if this element is a row minimum and column maximum, then we will actually add it to our lucky number list. So let's do the first pass. So in the first pass, we can see that we go through the first row. Then we see 3 is the minimum. Similarly, we see in the second row, 9 is the minimum. And in third row, we can say 15 is the minimum, right? So then in the same iteration, we can also do the same thing for the column. So we can see that in the first column, 15 is the maximum. Then in second column, 16 is maximum. And then in last column, 17 is maximum, right? So now to find out the lucky number, what we can do is we can again go through the matrix. So now in the second pass, we will find out whether the element is lucky or not. So the way we will do is, like, suppose we saw 3. So we can see that the row is 0 and column is also 0. So we can see that the 0th row has minimum equal to 3 and 0th column has maximum value equal to 15. So 3 is row minimum but not column maximum. So we will just continue. Similarly, let's say we passed the 0th row and now came to first element in row 1, that is 9. So now the row is equal to 1 and column is equal to 0. So we can see that in row 1, 9 is the minimum, right? But again in column 0, 9 is not the maximum. So this is again not a lucky number. So similarly, we continue and say suppose we now come to 15. Now the row is 2 and column is 0. So now we can see that the minimum value in the row is 15 because we are on the second row, right? And the maximum value in the column 0 is actually also 15. So the value actually matches. So this is a lucky number. So we will add it to the list. We only have one lucky number in this example. And now let's jump into the code part. So first thing we do is define the row minimums and column maximum. For that, we need number of rows. Let m be number of rows and n be number of columns. Then we can define these row minimums and column maximums. Similarly, we will define column maximum. And now we will just fill the row minimums with integer.maximum value, because then we will actually compare and start filling out the minimum based on it. Similarly, for column maximum, we will fill out the values with the minimum value. Now we will run the first pass. So idea is that we will first loop on the rows and then on the columns in the matrix. And now, so for the ith row, we will start setting the minimum value we have seen so far. We will check it is mat.minimum of whatever we have in the row minimum and current element matrix ij. Similarly, for call maximums, we will do the same thing, but on the jth column now, right? And again, we will set the maximum value so far. And now we have it. So we define our answer, that is list of lucky numbers. And I will just copy paste this loop. So again, do the second pass now on the matrix. And this time we will just check if matrix ij is equal to row minimum I and matrix ij is equal to call maximum of j, then we have the lucky number. So we will just add it to the lucky number list. That's it. And now we will just return the list of lucky numbers. Now let's run this code. Again, I forgot new int because we are initializing the array. Let's run it again. Cool. Let's submit the code. Awesome. So in terms of time complexity, it is O of m into n, where m is the number of rows and n is the number of columns. Because if you see, we are actually looping through this array. 2 times on the rows and then on columns. So it is O of m into n. And in terms of space complexity, because we are storing these values in the row minimums and column maximums, there are two arrays, so of size m and n. So the space complexity here is O of m plus n. I hope this video was useful to you. If it was, please like and subscribe. Have a nice time. Thank you.